The following day, the team had to prepare themselves for a Ramadan-affected match time, 10:15 p.m. The technical team decided it would be wise to train at the same time as the match in the days leading up to the game.
Champions League is very tough, not knowing what to expect, especially the pitch. Last night we went to train in an AstroTurf. It was very, very difficult for us. And training at 10 in the evening, it's something that I've never experienced before. But because of they're in their own religion, and we have to respect that. It's an experience for us. We need to take something, very positive out of this, and hopefully use that in our own advantage.
Well, for a guy like me that's sort of like in bed by 10 every night, it's been quite an adjustment. You sort of just try and change your routine a little bit. Last night we trained for the first time at that time, and it went quite well. The mind and the body seem to function, and I'm sure when it comes game time with the adrenaline running, that shouldn't be a problem, but it is something that doesn't really happen that often, kicking off at that time. Let's see how it goes, and I'm sure we will give it our best shot. There's no excuses for us. We don't want to look back and say it was because of that and that. It was, we're going to give our best no matter what.
It's very difficult to adjust to that. My playing career, I've never played at 10 in the evening. And you're eating at different times. We're having lunch at 7 in the evening instead of dinner, so it becomes difficult to adjust. But we footballers, we need to adapt and soldier on. This is the program that we have today, not doing anything the whole day, and then you have to train at 10 again. And tomorrow is going to be the same thing. You have to play a game at 10 tomorrow. So we just hope that tomorrow, when the game comes, and then we're ready to step up in the pitch and do what we're supposed to do.
With so much daytime downtime, the players sourced a distraction that could while away the hours but would still help them focus on the job at hand. Beating Setif, Kashushain and Piano Yarona.
I think the difference is the tactics that they have. They play similar to Europe. They're technically good. They don't rely on strength as much as Western African teams. They've got very skillful wingers. Yeah, like your typical European teams. We know what to expect from them. But that also doesn't guarantee us results tomorrow. But we just need to do what we're good at and play our normal game and hope for the best.
Their football is more Europeans, and their players are very technical. They are very tactical, very disciplined. So it's going to be a very tough test for us. Not to say that any of these other teams in the competition that we've played weren't tough, because we found it quite difficult against them. But we've got to have our A game, we've got to be ready, we've got to be at our best if we want to compete and just see how far we really are as a team. But we're looking forward to it, because I guess it's nice to test yourself against one of the best teams in Africa, which Setif are. I think they've got a good track record in the competition, and they take quite a lot of pride in this competition. They want to do well. So it will be nice for us just to see at what level we are at, and it'll be nice to also learn from it, and because we know that we're in the competition next season as well. So it'll be good for us to measure where we are and learn from it. And look, we want to do well, so hopefully we can get a good result come Saturday night.
We've been watching the games of them, and also the experience that we have from watching Pirates playing them. They play different. They're fast, they work hard, and they do basics right. It's gonna be a tough game, but we're ready to fight, and we're not here by luck. We put ourselves there, and we should just go out there and enjoy and try to do the basics right to match them. We know we're talented, we believe we're a strong team, and if everyone brings the A game, we definitely bring the best outcome.
Match day arrived, and it was time to see if the nocturnal training tactics of Pito's technical team were enough to prepare the Brazilians to beat Algeria's best.
There's a different adjustment from the body when it's a game and a training. The game, to well motivated, going to the game in the past, you feel yourself, you turn to something else. You going to the stadium, you see people, how happy they are, how excited, they can't wait for the game. That just brings you up. I'm sure it's just the change of time. The game is still the same.
The coach has been emphasizing on the compactness in the midfield and trying to close the midfield, because that's their strength as well. Not forgetting as well that they bring in so many crosses inside the box, because they're relying on their tall striker who's scoring a lot of goals for them. We know that we are out in the first place because of the away goal, but now we're in a different situation where it's group stages. So we don't need to panic. Even if you do concede, we still have so many opportunities to play. We just need to concede less in this group so for us to qualify and score more, because we guarantee that at home we're going to score as many goals as we can. But the difficulties in playing away, especially in this kind of conditions, it becomes different for us. And because it's our first time being in the stage, we don't have to put ourselves under pressure. We just need to make sure that we do what we can. Even though it's one of those important games, we just need to play the way we normally play.
As the players entered the change room, one could hear the pressure was on to keep a clean sheet. Nehuli too. One could even hear a pin drop.
I try not to put too much focus on that, because I think there's not one game that I play in that I want to concede in. So this game is no different, and I'll treat it as any other game, that we should not concede. We don't want to concede. And that's the sort of mentality that the team will take. We've also just got to not change our game too much, I think. We just got to stay true to who we are as a team and our identity and how we play in South Africa, and just play positive football as we know we can. And we want to test Setif. We don't want to just come here and defend. We want to test them. Our focus is on obviously not conceding, but we just want to win the game. It's a group stages now, so it's about 3 points, and so we'll gun for it.
Sundowns were on a high as the warm-ups began after lifting the PSL title and the successes at the awards. There was a definite feel of invincibility within the ranks.
I think it's always good to have positive energy, a good mindset, which winning the league does. It gives us confidence. And we've got to show a little bit of arrogance, because we are the champions of South Africa, and that's not an easy thing to do. We've got to stamp our authority and come and try and win games, especially away from home. So I think it will be nice for us just to go out and keep our identity, and yes, give Setif the respect that they deserve, but we also got to know that we are here and we want to win.
I think it's going to be a tough game, playing away from home. In Africa, it's different with the league games. We're here to score as much goals as we can and not to concede. Away games, you stick to tactics, stick to basics. You work harder defensively, because that's where they can hurt us. And most of the time, we try to catch them on a counter, because we've got fast players. I'm just going to stick to basics, play my game. Our coaches, their plans, they always bring the best out of the team.
There's always pressure, but I believe pressure makes me to be on my toes, to do well on my game, to help the team to win the games. Now we know that our people back home, they want us to do well in this cup. They really want to have this trophy, and honestly, even for me personally, I really want to have that star and make history, be part of Mamelodi Sundowns history, and that's what we're looking for.